Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am feeling my absolute best self right now. This is kind of like how my hair air dries. Look at how like curly my hair is up here. It literally is only curly around here. Super annoying. I always wanted curly hair everywhere, but no, I just have the baby hairs from hell that just want to, Anyway, I did not anticipate making this. This is obviously not sponsored. This is kind of a part two to my exploration with Dyson and their new $500 crazy expensive air wrap. I did not like this at all when I first tried this product, at all. Now I'm pissed off at you again. Jeez, this is frustrating. I really took my time here and it's just all fallen out. I struggled, I got frustrated. I feel like I was very dramatic about it. I felt like the instructions that came with the product itself did not give you enough. At first, I didn't know that you had to do this on damp hair. I thought it's a curling iron, it's really cool, it's an air wrap, it just grabs your hair. You can do it on dry hair, like that made sense to me. I didn't understand that you needed to do a cool blast. I didn't understand that people were telling me turn it off before you release the hair, that you specifically have to section off your hair and do this and that. And honestly, when I kept playing with the product more and more, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is like too much. These are too many steps. Who in the world has time for this? Everyone was really super loving this, to the point that, you guys, this is like such a hard to get item that people have emailed me wanting to buy the product that I don't like. I'm not kidding. And then my grandma wanted it. She was like, I heard you don't like it, can I have it? And I'm like, even Taylor, my stepson Taylor, he was like in the hallway at his apartment complex and there was an elderly woman in a walker and she was having a conversation, I'm assuming with her son, and they're walking down the hall and she's explaining that like Dyson came out with this new curling iron that does your hair for you. And he's like, everybody's talking about this, even the little old lady in my building. So I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I need to keep trying this. Maybe I need to figure it out. So I am here to do my hair on camera. I'm not gonna like talk the whole way through. A, you wouldn't be able to hear me. B, boring. So I'm gonna fast forward through me doing my hair in real time, doing the whole thing front back, sectioning, doing a better job because I have gotten better with it. And I'm gonna show you the amount of time it takes to use this tool on hair like mine that is longer. Now, if you have shorter hair, if you have finer hair, then this is going to not take as long, obviously, but I feel that there's so many different hair types, hair thickness, there's coarse hair, fine hair, there's wavy hair, there's so many different kinds of hair. So it's gonna work differently on every single person. And there is a huge learning curve. So I will say there are still negatives. The price is way too high. The amount of time it takes it's a lot. However, if you give it a good go and you keep trying to get better with this, you eventually kind of cracks a code and you figure it out and you're like, oh my God, I can do it. It's so good. And you start to really love it. So I'm happy that I didn't just toss it to the side and never use it again, because I have found that I do enjoy this product and I will continue using it. And at first I was just using it for my bangs to get volume because I really like that. And then I was like, I could never, even though I like it for this, I could never recommend this to you guys for $500. Like, use this for your bangs. But everything said and done, now that I am using it a lot, I felt that it was only fair to be fair to Dyson and update you guys and make this video. Also, just please know that if I am wrong about something, I have no problem sitting down and sharing with you guys that I was wrong and explaining just where I am at now. So my channel needs to be this way. I need to operate this way, and I need to be able to review products in a way that I am experiencing them and giving you what I think you guys need. So that first video was me giving you my first impression of it and giving you my struggles and why I was frustrated and why I didn't like it. And now that I have had, almost a month to get to know the product, I like it. All right, longest intro ever. Let's just get to the goods and dry my hair. I don't like the pink on here. Is that weird? I'm like, couldn't they make it elegant? Brass, black, pink right now to me. I like with certain things, and then other things I'm like, it clashes. Just so you guys know, this particular device, they say to do it on damp hair. It has to be the kind of damp hair that is just about dried. That is what I have found works best. If it's completely bone dry, it won't work. If it is too wet, it won't work. So there is this sweet spot. That's kind of high maintenance to me. Let's just get in here and do this. I have sprayed this at my root, the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Go Big treatment. I love this for volume. And then of course I had to throw a little Briogeo in here for moisture. I have the Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Mask with no sulfate silicones or parabens. All right, let's get into this. I'm gonna mist just a little bit of water. So you can do that too. Like if you do end up getting in that point where you're like, it's too dry, it's not wet enough, just do a light misting. You don't need a lot. I actually like taking sections and kind of clipping it forward instead of starting with the back and then having wet hair go on top of the already dried curled sections. So you'll see what I mean. We're gonna get going. It is 12:18 right now. I'm hitting the cold mist or cold button now, cold mist. Okay, another thing that I have noticed with this, the curls do fall out pretty quickly, like no joke. It falls out more so than if you curl your hair with an iron. I don't really know why. I've tried using hairspray, different products. The curls do fall out, but I kind of like it because it just gives you like this nice body to your hair, and I like that. Another thing that I really enjoy that some of you guys called me out on is I like to move the device back and forth. If it gets too close to your roots, it gets so hot. In the advertisement, it's like, it doesn't get hot enough, there's no heat damage. And it's like, this sucker gets like, burn yourself freaking hot. Yes, you have a cool button that is excellent and cools it down, but it gets pretty hot. The other thing that I don't like doing is I personally hate these kind of curls, okay? Like, check it out. If you start right at the bottom and you don't go all the way to the root and you just hold it here, this to me is the worst kind of curl. I personally feel like that effortless broken apart curl looks much more flattering, much more current. And I also like to have a little bit of lift and volume at the root. And that's why I like to take it kind of close to the root and give the root a zap. And then you get this nice big volume right here. And it's not so much just flat. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the way that I do it. I'm gonna stop talking and just get to doing the hair so that we can really see how long this journey is gonna take me. So I'm replying to your comments right now while I'm doing this. Multitasking at its finest. And yes, I read everything, you guys. I love it. Oh no. And we're back. That was really like a 5-minute delay, so I will factor that into the amount of time it takes to do my hair with this thing. I turned off one of the lights in the background, so it's a tiny bit darker, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. So we are going to continue. Whew. Okay, This is the stage of the drying the hair journey where it still looks kind of not really that great, but I'm gonna work on my swoop, which this tool is so good to kind of swoop your hair and kind of figure out if there's areas that need to be better curled, section off individual areas. So when I say that this takes a very long time, what I mean is it's 112. So this has taken me almost an hour. Yes, I lost power for about 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of like chatting with you guys, but still for something to take, 45 minutes to get it to the stage where you're now gonna use maybe some hairspray and style things a little bit. This is a long journey if you have thicker hair of any length below your shoulder. Now, I do like it. I am using the product. And of course, I want to share with you guys that I figured out like how to do it. But, a drawback is it does still take some time. So what I'm gonna do now is just pull a mirror closer, make sure that I didn't miss any pieces, but you can see it gives you like incredible volume, and I do really like that. With the length of time that it takes to do your hair, I feel like very encouraged to use dry shampoo for like the next 7 days and not have to go through this again because my arms get tired, I get bored. I was like reading your comments and hearting comments and just kind of trying to keep my mind occupied because I get so bored. Like doing my makeup, I feel like I'm paying attention to doing things and I'm seeing the progress. Doing my hair to me is so boring. And with a dryer, you can't like watch TV or do anything else or talk on the phone. It's just like, So anyway, I'm going to do my final finishing touch up. And I am going to, ooh, don't you love that swoop though? That's the one thing with this that I am just like, yes. I can't do this with another tool. So this is like, it's a very expensive swooping tool, but it does work for that so well. I'll be back more glamorous and I'll do like a 360 so you guys can see the full final Dyson update result. Ooh, why do I always have makeup all over me? Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, so we made it to me having both my hair done and my makeup done, and I wanna show you a 360 view of how my hair looks with the Dyson now that I fully understand how to use the product. I still think it's very expensive. I still don't like that, but I just didn't want to never talk about this again after I did go pretty hard on this product, and it's a huge learning curve, but you can achieve a really beautiful blowout. So I did want to show you guys this. There's been no exchange between me and Dyson. This is not like a comeback video that is sponsored. I want to make that very, very clear. I just had to let you guys know because I am reaching for this to do specifically the front of my hair, and if I really want to take an hour and dry my hair with it, I will use it for that. And it does give you an insane amount of volume. My hair does not want to hold a curl, and my hair can hold a curl if I use an iron. But with this device, even though I dried it, I cooled it with a cool blast, and I took smaller sections, it still just loosens up like this. So what I'm left with is shinier hair, like it does smooth everything out. It leaves a nice curve at the bottom, and so long as I remember to get it kind of closer to the root, the way that it dries it at the root does give me incredible volume that I am not able to get in other ways with other tools. So that's a huge win for me, and I really, really love the look of that. And for some reason, it helps keep my hair looking fresher longer. So I really like that part of it too. And I just wanted to sit down and do a take 2 of this, you guys. I never, ever do this. I usually am just like, don't like it, next. And even if I like get curious and use it again, I'm usually like, I still don't like it, So this was such a rare thing to have happen. And I had to update you guys. I also want to say when I am using this, like if I'm being ultra lazy, and I put my hair back just like in a bun or something like that, I am able to take this section of my hair like and pull it forward, spray it damp, and really get that like this kind of a thing. And I have never been able to figure that out with a roller or an iron or a round brush. So that's another thing that I love using this for, is really boosting the volume right there in the front. And again, I do think this would be a beautiful tool for someone with finer hair, shorter hair. And I stated that in the first video, but people still got very, very upset over it. It's this strange world of YouTube sometimes where you're not going to please them all, and I just kind of have to stay true to myself. And even though this might be a weird video for me to make, and I'm hoping that it's well received, and I'm hoping you guys like that I sat down and did this, I don't know, maybe you won't. I just kind of have to stay in my gut and in my heart of what I think the right thing to do is sometimes, because I am reviewing so much, and I do realize when I give those harsher reviews that it might affect your purchasing opinion. So yeah, Dyson Take Two. Dyson, I'm sorry. I ended up really liking your product. I just think it still takes me too long to dry my hair and it's very expensive. But aside from those two things, it is really cool technology. All right, boom. I love you guys so, so much. I hope you are having such a great day. I have an announcement on Friday, and Friday's video is gonna be trying out e.l.f. Everything e.l.f. holiday, so good. Come back for that. Actually, a bunch of it was a total freaking disaster too, so come back for that on Friday. And I hope you guys are having the best one ever. Tomorrow I am uploading me trying out a bunch of collabs of YouTubers, so that's always a fun time, and my sister's like wandering in the background. So come back tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out with me today. Subscribe, ring the bell, get notified of my videos, and if the bell's not working, well, screw that. You know, come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will be here with a new video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. All right, thanks for watching. Mwah.